You're live?
Yeah. Guys, we're going in to the CPAB. Okay. You go first. I'm gonna open. Okay, guys. Hi. Hi. Oh, it's the other. Oh, they have to open it. Yeah. You go first.
I did want to take a question to take back. Before I wrap up, I also wanted to, shout out my cell phone number. If anyone has a question that they want to ask me, separate from this meeting, go ahead and text me, call me, and we can connect with each other and make sure that, we're connected and we figure out whatever it is and, we figure out. I'm just going to shout out my number. It's going to be 213-913-2991. Again, my cell number is going to be 213-913.
Okay. We're here in the CPAB.
Everyone got that? Yeah. We good? Okay. And I'm just going to shout out my email one more time, just in case you guys don't have it. It's Mark, M-A-R-K, dot, my last name, Fuentes, F-U-E-N-T-E-S, at lacity.org. Again, Mark.Fuentes at lacity.org. And with that being said, I'll be more than happy to take any questions that any constituents might have in this room right now.
Mr. Horowitz. I was just wondering if you had any updates on street lighting and how that's been.
Yes, unfortunately.
For 2 months.
Yes. So as you guys may have known, the county put in $500,000 to fix a couple of streetlights, within the district. Unfortunately, that pot of money has, gone kaput. We ran out, and what's shocking is that we learned that a single circuit to fix maybe a row of streetlights on a street. Take a guess as to how much that costs. Start number.
20,000.
$50,000 for a single street to fix a single circuit. So, with that being said, with how many streets we have in the district, that pot of money went just like that. So with that being said, we are looking to putting more money from our discretionary funds in the near future to continue the work, to keep fixing the streetlights, because we know this is an ongoing issue, a safety concern to all the residents of CD13. When the time comes, when we do have information for that point, we will share that with you, but at the moment, we don't have updates on that. As well as for tree trimming. That's also a big thing that, a lot of people have been asking in our office, when are we going to get tree trims? We're kind of thinking of doing a similar situation as to what we did with the lights, so we're pulling discretionary funds out of the members' discretionary accounts. Again, right now we don't have updates on that, but I do know that we're working on getting an update soon on that. So please look forward to that in the near future for any updates on that. But with that being said, if you do have any street lights that have not been addressed, if you have sent us, ping it to us, let us know so that we can, prepare when we do have that pot of money ready, so we can service, whatever street light it is that you want to get fixed, we can serve it, okay? So just make sure you remind us about that so we can prioritize that. Because again, I know that there's a lot of people asking for street lights, fixes all over the place. So again, if it's really pressing, please let us know so when the time comes, when we do pull that money, we can make sure that we have it ready to go, okay?
And clarify, for CD13.
For CD13, correct.
And should they do that directly to your office? Or
correct, directly to our office. Directly to our office. And again, if you don't have a service request number, we can help you generate one as well. Just let us know, and then we'll proceed to do that for you.
Thank you, Mark. Jackie?
I just wanted to add to this question. Today, the council voted on, I don't know if it was today or if it was yesterday, but do you know why Hugo voted against basically not criminalizing, but adding pressures to people who are stealing the copper wire? Because literally, when I was driving and when I ran in Virgil Village, everything is dark, and I run with this. It reflects because it's like people just don't care about pedestrians, and so on top of the lighting being turned off, why did he vote against those meetings and kind of voted against it?
Got it. I'm not familiar with that particular book that you're talking about, but let's connect offline, and then I'll be more than happy to connect with the policy team to get you an update as to, the members, vote reasoning, and then we can figure it out from there.
Thank you for that answer. Anyone else? CD13. All right. Good evening, Suzanne. Did you just come in? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. From the mayor's office?
I'm organizing the one around our village. We're launching out of Larchmont Charter School, which is right across from Lafayette Park. And that's from 9 to 12 this Saturday. I will leave some flyers here, but it's a community cleanup. We'll also have a resource fair, tree giveaway, rain barrel giveaway, arts and crafts for kids, and pastries and coffee will be served on lunch.
Who? Pastries and coffee?
Yes. Thank you.
No reason to go for that.
By the way, I love all the decorations. Very pleasant.
Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you, Mark, for your report. Much appreciated. Anyone here from CD 14? All righty, moving on. I assume, is there someone from the Senator's office that would like to speak?
The Senator's office?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Conrado Terrazas Cross, representing State Senator Maria Elena Durazo. I had two announcements first, and I only so many people here. The Senator, 11 of our bills passed, or 15 of our bills passed. 11 were signed by the governor. So in a matter of time, I'm not going to explain of each one, but there's a list of all the ones that passed that were signed. Also, I also was going to make the same announcement. And there's so many people here. You have a flyer, we also have a flyer, but it's a joint event. Our office, the mayor's office, the two council offices for the cleanup. I was down in Rampart. If you want to venture out there, you're welcome to be there and help clean up that neighborhood. Thank you.
Sir, just one question, please. Is there something that the assembly member approved that has to do with public safety that you can point out specifically that we should know and be proud of? Because I know when I talked to her, she did mention a few items that would be coming up.
I don't see anything.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Any questions for the Senator's office? Excuse me, I apologize, for the Senator's office. I did not say that. Anyone else? Any questions? Okay, moving on. Board action. So, folks, 4A, discussion and possible action to finally adopt the letter of interest regarding the public safety concerns, and activity with regard to the Riverside Bridge homes. Now, we're not going to determine that all information has been submitted. So the board needs to make a decision if the letter as is to be approved and forwarded, or if this letter just needs to be tabled. So I'm going to open it up to the board members, and then I'm going to open it up for one or two questions.
I have no problem with it.
Mr. Secretary, anything?
I think the language is correct. I specifically like the item number 3, where the facility operators and the management meet regularly with the CPAB
We're at the CPAB's meeting.
Excellent, thank you. Mr. Curtis?
Yeah, on the third paragraph, second sentence, beginning, public safety concerns that have contributed to the increase in vagrancy and crime. It's misstated. It's a couple of grammatical errors here. You can switch around a couple of things to make it make sense. Right now, though, it's saying that public safety concerns were the cause of these issues, and that's not the case.
Okay, I'll make sure I make that correction. Is that okay with it? Board members here? Okay.
That's what jumped out at me that I was going to bring up. Thank you.
Thanks, Marvin. Anyone else?
So for the northeast side of LAPD, we're going to talk a little bit about the crime stats and how I just want to make sure that everybody knows what the actual crime stats. I know that nobody might not like those areas in your own backyard or in your area. However, the crime is not up in there in that area. As a matter of fact, it's been down. So I'm going to have Lieutenant Kevin Austin speak on that a little bit.
We have this at the time that's indicated on the agenda. Anyone else from the board? I'll open it up to one or two comments from the public, please. You have a minute. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, I'd like to give a little update what we have for the Riverside Homeless Shelter, DBA Gang Residence, and Drug Superstore. Residents sexually happening in community
Hi,
members
everyone.
passed by the shelter. Police are aware the person recently arrested twice for cocaine possessions and open drinking, very destructive loud to residents on the north side of the Ridge apartment, that about the south part of the area of the Riverside Ridge home shelter. Black car carrier being built out of the shelter on 10/18. As Canton residents passed by while Batman was trying to find wires connected to Jessica resident shelter. 3, guy living in the bushes next to the Ridge apartment building 3160 behind.
Yeah, it's right there.
Residents, 4, residents from the Red Shelter go by Tiffany dealing meth and pot to other shelter residents and addicts from the area. 5, known meth dealer and abuser women staying at 2918
Janet's
Drive,
right there.
an abandoned building. Refuses shelter, stays locally free from
Like a
shelter
robot.
for the drug use
Yeah,
and
you,
distribution
Janet.
and to strip wire. Getting
Right
buildings
there.
at the address behind the south of the shelter and storing
She saw
stolen
me.
materials including jewelry and copper. The building was torn down 7/22 and yet got an extension. It was supposed to be torn down, it hasn't.
My friend,
Police are
my
aware.
friend, we're gonna halt right there. What I want you to do, no, stand up, please. I want to make sure you're recognized. I appreciate you coming in and expressing definitely those issues and concerns. I'm gonna ask that you provide that information to a city officer, preferably my sergeant, Rivas, if you wouldn't mind presenting that to him so that he can pass that over to your city officer and follow up those issues and concerns.
Right.
Is that okay, sir?
Sure, it's okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Just one more thing.
Okay.
Personally, we had a gentleman jump a 7-foot gate, come up the street to my house, walk up through the driveway, enter my garage, and get into a car. I had to call 911, the police came, and I had to make a
Right.
personal,
And now she's covering her face.
taking away. And it's all about.
Good job, good job. Thank you very much for your comments. Anyone else? I see you in the back. There you are.
Hi, Jeff Gardner, Los Feliz resident. I'm basically supporting what he has to say. The homeless shelter seems to be a little constipated because people move in and they like to stay there. It's easy to do business. I think we need to change the process, get it going. Because what's happening right now is not working. There's 11 million questions, but the one I have for Northeast is approximately what the cost is responding to instances in South Griffith Park surrounding the shelter. How much the deployment is going there.
Los Angeles.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gardner. I appreciate that. And I'm going to have one last comment before we actually close the session for the board to make a decision. Karen?
So I would just like to say that the Riverside Bridge Home Shelter, the Circle team, I know that they have good intentions and they are deployed through the 877 Ask LAPD number. But God forbid that there's another homicide, stabbing, or a derivative murder. There's been 2 situations just recently, one in April and one in July, that police are aware of. And when I talk about derivative murder, somebody gets drugs, they go, they flee, they end up in receipt of fire at a helicopter, and they're shot dead because they decided to fire at an LAPD helicopter. Those were both Ridge Home Shelter residents. There are ongoing situations that we absolutely need to have what we were promised, which is a contract with the LAPD in order to be able to work that area without taking officers out of different areas and deployed to different areas like MacArthur Park, high needs areas. But we need it outside there. That is a sensitive area with a senior center, a nursery school, tennis court, soccer field, and so forth. So it's very important. The other thing I would say is that the Los Feliz Improvement Association, which has come this evening as Public Health and Safety Chair, as well as the Neighborhood Council has passed a letter in their Public Health and Safety Committee. It's going to the board. It was just missed on Tuesday. And other area groups. Griffith Park Advisory Board has issued a 138-page report back in May of 2023. Fast forward to now, we have LFIA and the Neighborhood Council, Hollywood United Neighborhood Council, and other groups that are on board with this. They are stakeholders in that area of South Griffith Park, and they do believe that it is highly unsafe. So I'm leaving that in your capable hands. I appreciate your draft letter, and anything you can do is so much appreciated. I appreciate your service.
Thank you, my dear. Much appreciated. I'm going to augment that one last person. I just want you to know we do have your LFIA letter on the table, so thank you so much for submitting that.
Yep.
We can't actually attach it to this, but knowing that you did it and we'll send it forward is a great thing. Did you have any little minor thing you'd like to comment?
No, I think they said, you know,
Excellent.
in our letter, so.
Thank you, Brian. So we're going to close the public part of this issue and turn it over to Kevin to discuss real quickly what are the stats before the board takes an action on this.
Do you want to cover all the division stats as well?
No, just, you covered 32, and I'll cover
As we discussed in the last meeting, there are issues with 3210 Riverside, and more quality of life issues. Between 2019 and our current year 2025, the actual crime and arrests there have gone steadily down. From 5 felony arrests last year, for example, to only 1 felony arrest this year. We did make 7 misdemeanor arrests for narcotics possession, as indicated, and small warrants, misdemeanor warrants. We have not been called there for felony crime except for the one incident. Now, the homicide that was mentioned, the district attorney's office
chick is an Scientology infiltrator into the city,
it's concerning.
indentured servant.
As far as crime statistics, that's what counts as a non-crime. That's not counts as a murder. And it's still a conflict between 2 individuals that's concerning, but as far as the numbers and stats that I mean, that's the numbers right there.
Thank you very much. So now that the board members have clear indication on the crime stats as board members requested at the previous meeting, that's the reason why the letter was tabled. We're going to take a vote on forwarding this letter. I have to ask the CPAB members, each one, yay or nay. Janet? Oh, go ahead.
Point of information.
Okay.
If I recall, two months ago, we had a meeting about this, and we reached out to Councilman Ronald's office for some response to the security questions we had at the public meeting. Did you ever receive any update on how to improve security?
They never contacted me. They're aware that the letter may be coming toward them. So I think they're anticipating some feedback from CPAB, and I think they're looking forward to it, just because I think it's along the same lines that they're already looking to do already, as they mentioned at the last meeting that we had. But again, the issue that we're dealing with is that we tabled this letter so that we would have the stats available. So that
all stats and also input.
Right.
From the council members office, specifically my question. I appreciate people taking time to put together for us. So anyway, thank you for answering.
Can I get someone to entertain a motion to either approve the letter as is, or to table it, or to deny it?
I'll move to approve the letter as is, provide grammatical. I don't have a copy in front of my phone, so whatever the
Mr. Horowitz,
I'll
introduce the motion. Can I get a second?
Mayor. I'll second it.
Going faster.
Second.
Moira or Atkins? Atkins, okay. Any further discussion? Oh, yes.
I will recuse myself.
Thank you very much, sir. Any further discussion? So we're going to take a vote on that. Janet? Janet Wade, approve? Yes. Mr. Horowitz?
Approve.
Diana? Approve? Mr. Young?
Aye. Or approve.
My dear? Okay. Moira? Ms. Rosa? Ms. Nancy? We got it there. Mr. Curtis?
Yes. I will recuse myself.
Thank you. And there should be other board members back there. There we go. Hello. And for me, and I'm sorry, Secretary?
Approved.
And for me, I approve. So the item moves forward as is, so that will be sent out.
Okay, well, see those.
Before the letter gets sent out, I want to see it.
Absolutely. As is also. Moving on, folks. Item 4B. So that has to do with another letter of concern with regard to Governor Newsom's request for Proposition 36. I forwarded information. I'm going to table this item for now until we can get some further information from some of the other entities that I've requested some feedback on with regard to this item. And I still have to talk to the captain and my Sarge on where the CPAB may sit on this issue and how it may affect us. So if that's acceptable, are the CPAB members to table that item? Please let me know, yay or nay?
Yay.
Excellent, unanimous. All right. Moving on, scene lead officer updates. Sorry.
I'll go first, sir. Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. We're actually doing an event in this area right here. But I'm the salute officer for the Eagle Rock community. Heiner Hernandez, thank you for being here. So quick updates. I had a coffee with the cop on the 8th of this month. It was a great turnout. Target has actually suffered from a lot of calculated crime, so we're just trying to be there, meet the community, actually show some extra, just uniform presence to let them know that they're safe and for themselves and also their customers. They continue my foot beats on Eagle Rock Center and Yosemite Rec Center. There's been an uptick in gang activity, so I'm just doing my foot beats. So far, so good. Other than that, just preparing for the Halloween holiday. Make sure the kids are okay, and then out of that, that's pretty much it.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for Painter?
Great. Antonio Hernandez, I'm the senior lead officer for the Highland Park, San Pascual, and Garmonton Park area. This past weekend, they actually opened the Ross. They had their grand opening of the Ross right off of York and Avenue 63, or Avenue 64 right on the corner. We were able to do a quick tour inside and check out their actual security protocols for thefts, their security systems, talk to their guards. We just went over just a lot of safety concerns that they have within the area and some of the theft that they have experienced at their other sites. It's a real nice place. So if you guys go by or in the area, I think that's like the closest Ross all the way until you get to Pasadena. They also had the Mercado, another community event. They had some music, classic cars out there, lots of families showed up, vendors, no major issues. It went well without any issues.
Yeah.
And also, I've been continuing my footprints at Garmonton Park and then San Pascual Park. I've been getting a lot of complaints from drinkers and people just loitering in the area. So I'm just trying my best to walk through there as often as I can, say hello to the kids, some of the skateboarders stuck at my park, and then just making sure that we're there visually. And that's all I have for the Highland Park San Pascual.
Any questions? Next, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm the lead officer for the Highland Park area. That's a park. Next Wednesday, I'm going to have a character cleanup at 6145 North Figueroa Street. There's an encampment that a lot of people have been complaining about, so I finally got that taken care of. Also, at Ramona Hall, 4580 North Figueroa Street this Saturday, they will have early voting, so the poll will be open. And I will continue my speeds over the third path, where I've been having a lot of issues with the narcotic sales and encampments along that third path. So as of right now, the last encampment has left, and I will continue my cookies there. And unfortunately, there's a red note.
Hello, everyone. Officer Reyes, formerly the officer for Glassell Park and Cypress Park. I know. Now I'm at East Hollywood side. It's interesting learning a new area. But I've been working on doing flip beats out there, and people are shocked to see an officer walking around over there. I'm already making a lot of contacts. I've got a couple of encampments that cleared the way, so I'm starting to initiate friendly contact with the people on the street over there. The Goodwill, I noticed they had 7 thefts an hour. As soon as I stood there, they dropped instantly. So it's a challenge, and I look forward to working over there on that side of town. But I'm also going to be helping out here too, Cypress Park and Glassell Park. So I'm kind of at both sides.
May I ask, sir, who is the senior officer for that area?
We have a new officer. Her name's Officer Peraza.
And the maps will be updated soon, so she just needs to go take a picture, and I'll provide the map to Bradley, who will send it to you guys by email.
And she's Glassell Park.
So wherever Ray is, she'll be yours, man. Yeah.
How do you spell it? Jack, how do you spell it?
It's E-E-R-A-Z-A. You're gonna need to get a hold of her. It's 39732 at LFM
Next.
Oh. Senior Youth Officer Jose Ramirez for Silver Lake. Just really quick, friendly reminder, every second Sunday over on Griffith Park, they have salsa at night, so they're encouraging every second Sunday. And the event tends to be growing, pretty happy, pretty successful, it's all family related, so feel free to stop by. Whole Foods over on the 1400 block of Glendale. 1455 North Glendale. They're going to be opening on November 14th. Sprouts, correct. Sprouts. Thank you. They're going to be opening on November 14th. Met with the store manager today. All the employees are settling in. They're working with security staff. Next week, we'll be doing a foot beat with them. They're a little bit concerned about safety. They're trying to deter any crimes. They're a little bit concerned about the tiny homes that are across the street. So we'll be working with the council district as well to make them familiar with any concerns or anything that we can assist them as far as giving them resources, those that are still homeless, especially with the winter coming. So that'll be happening sometime soon next week. And also the 1300 block of Liberty. As of now, it's been cleaned out. We've been able to house at least 2 or 3 individuals in Rampart. They found housing for them. Council District 13 has been very successful in providing shelters for the moment. The homeless coordinator has been doing foot beats with me almost on every working day in the morning with me. And their cleanup crew has been cleaning all the alleys. And every single day we've been getting trash. As soon as they see us come up, they start walking away, but there's no tents as of now. It is a prohibited zone, so that's the reason for the enforcement there. We do have a lot of businesses in that area, including a flea market that's been kind of growing on Saturday and Sundays. We have a child care area, some schools, businesses and residents, and 2 churches. So that's the reason for the special enforcement zone. That's all I have.
Any questions for him?
Good question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you explain just sort of the policy behind the prohibitive zone, and what is a prohibitive zone?
Quickly.
Yeah, how do you describe that?
So it's just an area that was from the previous administration, Council District 13, due to the local businesses, such as the shelters, the narcotics activity that was happening, the business complaints, there's churches, there's child care, there's a couple schools in the area. They decided to make it a special enforcement area because the crime was rising. So therefore, they paid extra attention trying to provide shelters and giving them more housing, more resources, mental health, things like that.
Excellent. Jacqueline?
My question is for Lando and Montana going south. There's a right turning lane that people use and cut traffic, and it's becoming more dangerous because of how fast people drive. And the paint is already like worn down. I'm gonna do my part and report it to LADOT, and I'll actually walk cookies with Mark, and I showed him how people like just cut. She covers her face every time. It becomes from 3 lanes to 2, but people still cut.
Yes. So that location, I saw it for the first time today. I did observe there was actually 2 vehicles in front of me. I was heading towards Montana and Liberty. And I did observe that there was 3 vehicles on the right turn lane to continue going southbound on Glendale. So I brought it up to the attention of traffic. Officer Henderson is aware of it, and we're going to try to do some enforcement hopefully next week. But I'll bring it up to the attention of Council District 13, see if they can repaint the lanes there so they can be more visible, because they are kind of fading away.
We're looking into that already.
Well, they're aware of it. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? And the officer next, Gene.
folks, well, the Dodgers is upon us. We've gone through the World Series. So your city, LAPD, and yours truly have been very busy working with obviously a lot of safety measures. So hopefully we'll get a go, but we'll get a win. In regards to my area in Echo Park, I've got a lot of calls for an arson. Looks like I have more than just one. My patrol officers were able to arrest one individual on the 13th of October. They responded to a radio call, and I guess this individual loves to light trash cans. So while they were addressing a call, he just happens to light the trash can, and he was arrested. So that was a very, very good arrest. But I know that in the area of Echo Park, Victor Memorial, we're still looking for another individual who likes to light little fires, and obviously with everything being so dry, that becomes a concern. For Officer Ivan Gracia, in regards to the bridge home, anytime he's working, he spends 15 to 30 minutes addressing from quality of life to any kind of narcotic, anything that concerns the bridge. And he's also realizing there's some incidents of burglaries, or there's an increase, I should say, of burglaries in Los Feliz. And he indicated to me that 6 arrests for burglaries have been made. And so, yes, copper thefts are still an issue. Unfortunately, there isn't a copper theft unit anymore due to budgetary concerns. Yes.
There is none.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. See how we solved that? Yes.
And City Council did.
Thank you.
And City Council did approve of information leading to an arrest up to $50,000 reward for that. So that's being put out. So hopefully that gives us some traction on them. We're also, in regards to the copper, we're also really emphasizing on the recycling centers and see if we can go after them if they're buying in bulk to see where they're getting it.
Hi guys,
they have to give
thank you all
names
for
and
being
see
here.
that we're holding everybody, kind of like a pawn shop.
I don't know, I
kind
was
of the
trying
same
to
thing
see.
we're going to start doing with recycling centers.
Great. All right. We got some action going on here. Anything else, Gina?
Nothing else. The reason why we have all these amazing decorations this weekend, our community relation officers, believe it or not, this was a haunted house. And we got over 150 kids, and they got a pumpkin. Pumpkin was tasked to get all these pumpkins, but we managed to make it happen. And again, the kids, we made it mild. Everyone enjoyed it. But that's why we left some of the decorations, which is nice. And I'm sure you see the hall, the front of the station. So that's it.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, my dear.
Gina, can you tell us anything about that artist that decided to have that pop-up in Union Park?
Well, unfortunately, it was a surprise to all of us. My phone was going off the hook, and apparently this individual loves to do that. He'll tell his followers, this is where I'm showing up at the last minute, and based on the phone calls and the photographs that I received, it was definitely over 5,000 individuals that showed up. But we were lucky that it got reported to Northeast. Northeast sent out black and whites, and we began the enforcement. Some vehicles were impounded, some citations were issued. And once the artists saw that the park rangers came on scene, they grabbed their stuff and they left. And that's all we have, unfortunately, on that.
I do want to say this, I give props to those community members that actually reported it, because I got at least over 30 to 40 emails and text messages that this was going on. And given the fact that your Northeast Community Police Advisory Board is concerned with these pop-ups in our parks and the fact that it does create a public safety issue, we were very fortunate to make sure that the community is aware of what's going on and how we feel about public safety in our parks. So congrats to all of you and the members, and of course to our city officers that make sure that our communities and our parks are safe. So I want to thank you all for what you do.
And the biggest concern is this artist did not indicate where in the park. He just said Elysian Park. And it was my understanding that folks parked in the middle of the street, on top of the street, under the street, but it was crazy, yes, and it was very dangerous, but.
But enforcement was there.
Yes,
And that's what's important, enforcement was there.
Thank you. By the way, Alicia Park is 600 acres, so it was pandemonium. I'm hoping that, perhaps city attorney can send his team a bill for the services of LAPD and park rangers. But I have another point. Conrado from Senator Durazo's office and I helped get a no U-turn southbound on Glendale Boulevard under the Glendale Freeway Bridge. Southbound making a U-turn. There didn't used to be a no U-turn. Conrado and I worked quite a while to get it. It's been there for about, I don't know, 14, 15 months, just on the way here. I would like to see enforcement there. There's even extra plastic things to make sure that people know you can't make a left U-turn there. They ignore it, and it's dangerous. So.
Get Henderson over there, you know how he is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Get about a baton, he just hollers at you like, ooh, get out of here. Anybody else?
I wanted to add to her point.
Go ahead, Jackie.
So people do last minute turns and cut from the furthest left lane, and I've seen where buses get hit and all that stuff when they're entering before the two, and people just cut last minute. Is there any way to add those boulders so we don't do that? I don't know.
The
boulders, sorry, the boulders that are plastic, so people don't do that. Because then it stops traffic on the left lane, and also it just causes
Yeah, that would have to be a discussion with the Department of Transportation and Traffic, yes.
And I think that's good, that's a side.
She seems to have her mouth open a lot.
Rebecca?
No,
Yeah, there's some, I'm working both areas actually. Okay, Glassell Park, same problem with several recovered stones on San Fernando Road. We still have a couple of those going on. The graffiti is still going on Alice and Cypress, Elm and Cypress, Division and Avenue 30. I've been working with Officer Peraza on all these areas and also putting in requests to have one of the signs fixed on Avenue 30 that's been completely covered. There's a new officer working in the area, he won't be able to read the sign because he can't read it, it's illegible. So we did a request on that, also showing the new officer the problems that are going on up in 700 West Avenue 37 Kite Hill and some of the problems that we've been working on. Also, the problem with transients just on the other side of the swimming pool at Glassell Park. We made contact with a couple of transients there, letting them know that they just cannot take over the park. So those are some of the updates for that area for Glassell Park.
What about Fletcher Square?
What about it?
Out of control. They're slinging drugs every night.
Where?
They're selling balloons filled with nitrous
Avenue 35?
I stopped at the York.
Fletcher.
I stopped at the York Smoke Shop on the way here, bought a lighter, and lo and behold, they're selling the nitrous oxide right there in the smoke shop.
What we'll do, Rebecca, for that is I'll make sure that Peraza, because I'm just meeting her as well. So I'll make sure that she takes an initiative to get over there and to see what's really going on.
We'll push it out to our
And
narcotics
that
unit.
new school opened with Rebecca Academy was, we've got upwards of 30 kids walking down our street every morning. Curtis is the firebug down here. He's built another fire, we saw him do it. You can't speak to the guy. He's gonna.
And again,
He sleeps down there.
we'll get Peraza on it. I know what the issues are, I'm in that area quite often. I'm quite often in there. We're gonna close this up, but I'll get one last one before we move on.
Yeah, Cyber Park, just nitrous oxide. I just spent several hours removing a live nitrous oxide canister, talking to LA Sanitation, come and get this live nitrous oxide canister from in front of my house at Avenue 26 and Jeffries. So I think that this is gonna be
there's one
in a
in
variety of locations.
There's one in Lane.
Yeah, it was a little scary. I put it in my trash can and then I realized this is gonna blow up. So that's when I got LA Sanitation involved.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for saying that. Gosh. Louis, just make sure that Officer Barraza checks out the area. We've had this discussion, I think, before you and I.
Yeah.
So I think we need to make sure that there is presence.
I
This
think
presence,
I've
as you know,
only
equates to
about half of the problems in Glassell Park and Cypress Park. I'm still working on giving her the other half. A lot of people don't know how many problems Glassell Park and Cypress Park is, but right now we're really starting to see it because I've been a week with her. She's only seen half of them because there's a lot of other people besides any particular area. You know, we got to cover the whole area, so it's a lot of work. Bear with us, give us a little more time.
We're going to close it off because we do have to move on with the agenda. If you have something to talk about with Penny Seaman, just by all means after the meeting, talk with him. Representative, talk with us real quick.
Hi everyone, my name is Karen Linares. Soon I see my colleague Colorado. We're both representatives for State Senator Maria Elena Durazo. Did you do a report from Durazo? Okay, I'm not gonna get into the bill. I just wanted to, it's been a minute since in terms of me being here because I just got from out of a staffing gig right now. But I do want to highlight an upcoming Know Your Rights workshop. No? Okay. I'm looking because I don't want to double up on some of the stuff that maybe here is covered, right? But there is a Know Your Rights workshop. I'm gonna leave flyers for you here, right? And then I also have some of these with my email in the back if you have any issues. Again, we are a liaison between you, the constituency, and of course any of the state agencies. So if you need any help, of course that's how we can help you. Of course, if you want to leave comments, I'll leave them in the front in terms of legislation. I'm here for you. I will leave it at that. My colleague does a good job here, and so
it's always good having you here.
Thank you for allowing me to say it.
Always good to have you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. And then I know you have a question. Can we save that for after the meeting? Or do you want something specific?
No, I was just going to comment on the discussion right now. Having been in the Northeast area for over 40 years or more, it's not to say that the issues that are at the table now are not important. Of course they are important because it's a lot of safety issues. But in comparison to what we had 25 years ago is nothing. Highland Park, Cypress Park, yeah, we still have a lot of issues, but not like what we used to have. We used to have very bad gang issues, shootings daily, all kinds of things that were going on that were just out of control. But at some point, LAPD was able to grab a hold of that and get it under control. And now we have other issues, a lot of it involving homeless, a lot of it involving just issues where it's hard to control because you have a lot of restrictions as far as the laws and what you can do, what you can say, what you can ask. And therefore why it's harder to control.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. And that really is contributing to the new wave that we have of Northeast Seaman officers. I gotta tell you, compared to what it was before, got some real active Seaman officers. They know what they're doing and they know the people out there and they really get their asses out there to do the job that needs to be done to keep our communities Northeast safe. So we want to really appreciate and congratulate them and give them a hand for all the work that they're doing. Continue to do the work. I know it's hard. I know it can be scary out there, but we thank you for all that you do for Northeast LA communities. So moving on, folks, as you all know, I like to stay on cue on the schedule. So we've got updates from our captain, from our sergeant, and of course, the lieutenant.
Okay, so just with the Pro Community Relations, they're out of pocket today. Took the kids to Not Scary Farm, took 35 kids. But we still have backpacks left over, so if you guys know any family members or any kids that in the community that need backpacks, just let us know. We have plenty to give them to you today if you guys need some for the community. We still have our martial arts classes here on Mondays and Wednesdays. It's a good problem to have. We have 3 classes now because we're having a lot of kids from the community come here. We have tutoring, we have basketball tournaments as well. And on December 13th, we have a toy giveaway. So we will be having a big toy giveaway here for the community. It's always, we always get approximately 300 to 400 kids. So we're trying to keep it that way as well. And I'll be working with Bradley so we can send out a request for CPAB to help out in setting up for the previous years. And that's it for the community. Sure.
I saw I got an email today that people who are on SNAP are losing their benefits for those that work because of the federal shutdown. You have to food drive.
The LAPD, no. The state is trying to get some funding, additional funding, to do that at a Newsom's office. However, I'm not sure how that's going. but, excuse me, but he is trying to get additional money from the state.
I can answer that, just to let you know. In our community Glasgow Park, there's 3 food distributions. One specifically at the band camp, which is in the Fletcher Square area. And some of the food that comes out of there is amazing. I mean, I saw salmon. So, I mean, that should tell you the quality of food there. So, if you know anyone in the Northeast LA area that needs food, please turn them on to the band camp's food distribution. They're every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 2, and they give you 2 to 3 and sometimes 4 bags of groceries. So they have them available. There's also 2 other ones. One is at Eagle Rock Boulevard. Community Warriors for Peace has theirs on Wednesdays as well, and there's also a church agency that has it over at Avenue 36 in Eagle Rock Boulevard. They also have it on Wednesdays as well. Then on Saturday at Juntos Park, they also have a food distribution that LA Moss puts on. So the food's out there. People need to be aware of this. And I send out emails. So people need to be aware of this. To answer your question, that's where we're at. Danny, we're going to take it real quickly, and then we're going to move on.
Okay, regarding the SNAP, that's exactly what's going to happen. The funding is not there, so cases will be processed. It shows like they're eligible for these benefits, but it will be 0 as far as issuance because the funding isn't there. Once the funding is there, they will get the retro that they're eligible for, but it won't be until whatever passes and we get the funding.
But for now, they're hungry, we only keep faith.
Yes.
So, sir, Lieutenant, did you want to?
Oh, I'm going to give you guys the crime stats for a Northeast area for the year compared to last year. So I'm happy to say that our property crime, we're down 18.8%, which is really good. And our total crime, we're down 18.1%. That is that's our violent and property crime combined. As far as our violent crime, we're down 13.8% for the year. Homicides, we have 0 since that other one wasn't considered a homicide. Our rapes, we're down 35.2%. So we went from 54 last year at this time to right now we have 35. As far as our robberies, we're down 16.8%. We went from 232 last year to 193. Our aggregated assaults, we're down 8%. And that's 411 to last year to 378. The area of concern that I do have, and we're down in that 22.6%, is our burglaries. However, I'm concerned about that for the last couple of weeks. We've been trending up a little higher than I wanted. So we're really focused, and it's mainly going to be on the west side of the division, and we're really focusing, we're requesting our Metropolitan Division to come in and assist with extra officers. So we are communicating with that. However, I'm asking for us to kind of be force multipliers and talk to our neighbors, making sure we have good lighting. If you see something, if you see a stranger or anything like that, or you just don't feel comfortable, please give us a call. We'll go out there and check it out. I'd rather make sure that we're out there and talking to people than not getting the phone call. So we don't have any like significant crew burglaries or anything, but there is a couple that we're looking into a little bit more. You know, a lot of this is opportunities. And it also goes into our burglary and theft from motor vehicles. I'm asking everybody to make sure that you don't leave things in the car. Don't leave laptops where they can be seen, phones or anything like that, purses. I'll give you an example. My sister went to she went to the gas station, left her purse in the front seat. She said that she didn't lock the car. She put in gas. She said by the time she didn't even notice. Somebody went in there, grabbed the purse, took off, and then they saw it in the video. You know, it was that fast. So please, kind of let's let our neighbors know that you know, good lighting. Make sure that if you're not home, you're letting your neighbor or you have somebody there to kind of watch your house and stuff like that. So our GTAs were down 31.3%. And our theft, we're down 21. The only one, a burglary, theft, or motor vehicle, we're only at 4.7, so we're down on every single thing. We're really pushing our officers to be out and about. They're really, I mean, you guys should be very proud of, of the whole entire team here at Northeast. I've been around a little bit. I have 32 years on. By far, this is one of the best divisions I ever worked with. The communication between detectives, our gang, our narcotics units, our senior lead officers. Everybody's talking about the problems and how we can tackle those problems and what's the best way to, to keep a lid on that. So again, I just wanted to give you guys, if you guys have any questions for me, I'll be here, and thank you again.
I have a question, yes. Is there a phone number? Because my neighbor was burgled and it took 50 minutes on the phone, we couldn't get through, and my other neighbor who actually worked with the police department was able to contact somebody. Does see their number, and does it really get that all the time?
So unfortunately, and I'm going to be very straightforward with you. We're not, our community. I'm not part of the communications. However, we're down significantly in our PSRs. They're doing the best they can. However, we're trying to hire as many as they can. But you also know the city's, $800 million in the hole right now. But we are trying to hire. There is a new system that's coming out to handle the non-emergency calls, and that's going to be it's a program called Niche. So that program hopefully is going to alleviate a lot of our calls that can be handled for non-emergency, and our actual PSRs can be talking to the actual things like you have. So hopefully our call load does come down. However, we do have the front desk here, but that's for non-emergency. If somebody's house is getting burglarized, if it's 2 days or something after the fact, then that, we can make that report. But for actual, and we have to have the officers go to the burglaries and make that investigation. But if it's an actual 911 emergency, you have to call us.
Let me get to the nitty-gritty. So basically, we know that dispatch is a problem. We know this. All of us that are here know this. Even the station knows it. Even the mayor's office knows it. There's no money. Simple as that. They're down by significant numbers in dispatch. Now, what you can do is, whoever's your senior officer in this room, talk to them, because they need to know what's going on to prevent these types of needs for you to call dispatch. What area do you live in? Please talk to your senior officer afterwards. Let them know what's been going on and what has occurred. They are very proactive on making sure that the constituents in there that they serve have their issues addressed. So please, after the meeting, talk to that senior officer for that. Okay, Major? Thank you for letting us know. Anything else, Captain? Anything else, Lieutenant? Anything else, Sarge? I'm sorry.
Just a follow-up. When you refer to the west side, and the remaining Silver Lake, Steelers Hills, or
yes, specifically the area, the south side of most of these boulevard into the Silver Lake area. So if you're familiar with RD maps, all of you have them right there. 32, 44, 41, 43, 52, 63. The affluent areas of Silver Lake and Los Feliz. Most of these burglaries right now are identifying what's called the PM1 time, which is the afternoon time of day. So late afternoon, we're been lucky. None of these have been hot trials, so people aren't home. Obviously, these guys are watching the homes before they're going in. Most of them appear to be experienced. I won't say call them professionals because they're not really
well, they're like, for example, in Beverly Hills and Bel Air, that in Encino Hills, that these real professionals will have a disarm, block the Wi-Fi on security cameras, or they put GoPros.
We haven't seen that.
We haven't seen that. Right now, we did have this, what's called SATG, the South American Theft Group issue, here at the first arrest in the county we made Northeast 3 years ago. But we've seen a big decrease in foreign born individuals, folks who are basically crime tourism coming in. We did see an increase in the summer of what's called the South Los Angeles.
gang-related crews. Right now, we've only identified one that's currently actively operating, one involved in one of our crimes. And another agency, the sheriff's department, has that same crew identified. That's what we do, we're working with all the other agencies. Unfortunately, right now, we have one individual and a $3 million home who doesn't want to spend any money on lights or cameras. And he's been hit 3 times. And he wants to complain and say, well, can you get some lights and cameras? I don't want. We have a lot of that. Believe it or not, folks that have really nice neighborhoods, you have no lights and cameras. Doors are open, windows are open, and so people don't even know until 3 or 4 days later because neighbors down and having neighbors watch that.
Kevin, we're gonna move on. Thank you so much. Thank you for, yeah, because I know you can go on. I know how it goes. You love what you do. You're supposed to go on. That I know for a fact. So, okay. So folks, we're gonna move on. Again, I have to mention this. If you have any issues or concerns or any questions or comments, your senior officers speak. You don't have to entertain that during the meeting. You can actually talk with them after the meeting. They don't go anywhere. They don't hide from you. They're going to be here after the meeting. They're very good about addressing constituent concerns. I am going to pause item 7, because I want to get to Elena Chavez. I did not, my apologies, I did not get to you, so we do need to hear your report if you have one, please.
Yeah, I'll be super brief and no apologies necessary, I was late. So hi folks, I have some flyers here for you. Well, first and foremost, we have our pumpkin patch at Rio Los Angeles. I think it's the first time we're able to actually pull this off with pumpkins, hay, and all the things. So I definitely welcome you this Saturday from 12 to 4 p.m. I think we have about 200 pumpkins for you all and some kids. So if anybody wants to come out and have some fun, I definitely encourage it. And if you want to make a little bit of a trip, we're also going to be at Lincoln Heights doing relatively the same, but for that community from 4 to 8 p.m. They and some youth have put together a haunted house for this one now, and that's going to be exclusively from 6 to 8 p.m. Flyers are back here if you all would like. And then next week, Cypress Park is going to be having their event that we're supporting, and the council member will be at on the 31st. And that is from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Right on Halloween Day. Otherwise, I have noticed the upticks in graffiti that City Officer Reyes has been talking about. We are trying to catch it as soon as possible, and this is just a friendly reminder, even though that it's a growing pain for all of us. 311 is essential for all the things that we're talking about because the city is so resource bound. We need to be data informed to be able to use those resources while limited as effectively as possible. So I encourage you to get in touch with our office. If you don't know, I specifically cover Cypress Park, so I know it's not all of Northeast, but I have Elysian Park and parts of Echo Park as well. My email is just my first, my last name, elena.chavez at lacity.org, but I'll go ahead and leave some business cards in the back as well if you all would like.
Thank you, Elena.
Of course.
Thank you very much. If you don't receive my emails, we already know that information is on those emails. So her contact information and her email address. So we're going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and skip the upcoming events because basically the Sarge and the captain have informed me that they do have some upcoming events. The council office does, as well as the assembly and the senator's office. So I'll make sure those go out on a regular basis for those upcoming holiday events and what goes on in our area. Salient officer, do you get those flyers out to us in time? I'm sure that Sergeant and Captain will work on that with the salient officers. And then just a reminder that our meeting in November, it shows here the 27th, but it can't be the 27th because that's Thanksgiving. So I think we have it on the 20th. Yes, the 20th. So, make sure the 20th. Yeah. This is what the upcoming meeting schedule is. So just follow this. Don't follow this. Follow this. I think I was a little happy that. So follow this. If there's no other comments, questions, or concerns, I'm going to ask CPAB member to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I need someone to entertain. Thank you, Mr. Young. Second. Mr. Horowitz. All in favor? Meeting adjourned. Thanks for being here.
Meeting adjourned. Janet's talking to somebody. Gonna cry about. Janet's safe pointing.
I want to pass them out. I want to pass them out.
Okay. Yeah, they're right here. I'm keeping my eye on this one. Look at what she's gonna do. She's gonna get walked out. Look, hold on. She's gonna get walked out. I know.
Make sure you sign on the signing list, folks.
Yeah, she is. That's what she's doing. That's what she thought. We'll see. Literally, look. Do you see this? Look at this bullshit.
Why does she get to go out now?
Because she's afraid.
That's ridiculous.
That is so bullshit. Out the employee only door. Wow, guys. She went out the employee. I did not. Do I need to? Okay. Do we have a pen? Thank you. Okay, let me just write it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, I want to talk to
Thank you.
We had because she was assaulted by a Scientologist. She's a former Scientologist.
I remember I saw you last time.
Yeah.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
You
again.
too.
Well, thank you for being here, and I always make sure you get those emails.
I know, and I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you reminding me to get those.
He's got to deal with all this.
No,
It's
no,
so
I like
funny.
that. I
No,
like
it's
it.
just great.
People are good in
You're
general.
good for the job.
No,
You're
people are
for
good
it.
in general. So you just
Yeah.
It's important.
And speed him up politely. I like that. Chop, chop, let's go. Okay, hold on. Let me. Do you want to hold this for a second?
Sure.
This is wobbly, remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Chan. Okay, I gave him my comment because they were in a rush tonight, so I knew he wasn't going to give me, you know, yeah, so I don't want to, I don't want to be disrespectful because he doesn't have to give anyone any time to talk, but I'm going to find out, we're going to do some investigating. Yeah, I want to give it to, just the CPAB one, I guess. I want to give it to all the officers. Like, I guess it could be the two. No. How many? Oh, it could be the other ones too. We could always take off the first page. Okay, I want all the cops. Can you do it for me though? Okay, I'll do it. Okay, here. All right.
Wait, not all of them, just these.
Oh, which ones?
The top.
I want to talk to Hernandez. Where is he?
This is what we're giving them, guys.
Well, can I read it to them?
Yeah, I want to read it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, that's what I wanted to say, which they're going to read.
Yeah.
But I want to speak to them about what it truly means to be a volunteer.
and why what Scientology calls volunteering is something entirely different. Something this board should never endorse or normalize. Everyone here who serves on CPAB is a real volunteer. You can say no. You can go home. You can rest. You can walk away at any time. That's what true civic engagement looks like. Service grounded in freedom and consent. Now compare that to Janet Whelan, who represents Scientology on this board and has been a Sea Org member since the 1960s. Sea Org members cannot say no. They live under military-style control. They are told when to wake up, when to eat, when to sleep, and when to report for muster 3 times a day just to prove they haven't escaped. They work over 100 hours a week for $0 to $47, not per day, per week. They are not protected by labor laws. They have no health care, no retirement, and no savings. If they make mistakes, they're humiliated, assigned to hard labor, or cut off from family through something Scientology calls disconnection. They're told that leaving means betraying the planet, losing their salvation, and facing a lifetime of guilt and isolation. They live in fear, not freedom. And when Sea Org members grow old or sick, they're often discarded. People who've given their entire lives are left with no Social Security, no housing, sometimes handed a few $100s and told to leave. Others are hidden away in hospice-like rooms so they don't die on base. That's not service, that's elder abuse and coercion. So when you call someone like Janet Whelan a volunteer, understand that she doesn't serve out of civic freedom. She serves under organizational control. Her loyalty is not to this community, it's to the command structure that dictates her every move. And look at that organization's moral compass. Danny Masterson, convicted of drugging and raping multiple women, remains a Scientologist in good standing. His victims, also Scientologists at the time, were excommunicated simply because they went to the police to report their victimization. It took them many years to overcome the brainwashing and intimidation by Scientology to report their rapes. And for that, Scientology labeled them enemies. That tells you everything about the values of this organization upholds. Protect the abuser, punish the victim, and silence anyone who speaks out. That is not compatible with LAPD's values. It is not compatible with community policing. It is not compatible with basic ethics. For these reasons, I urge this board and the Los Angeles Police Department to cut all ties with the Church of Scientology and its representatives on CPAB. You cannot build community trust while partnering with an organization built on coercion, fear, and the silencing of victims. If this board truly stands for public safety, human rights, and justice, then this is the line to draw. It's time for LAPD to stand with the victims, not the abusers. Thank you. There's no way he would let me read all that.
That's really good, though. And while you were doing that, Janet came out, and I zoomed in as you were talking about, yeah, I went out and went out the door. I'm just saying, it was like perfect while you're reading on her. It is not okay for her to be coerced with the city, and it's like, shh. Yeah, she went out the side.
I want to talk to her. I want to find out why they're not having meetings.
And so don't we want to meet with him?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, for sure. He's on the East Hollywood Neighborhood Council.
Okay. Oh, good. So I might join that.
Yes, you should.
I emailed them. I emailed them.
They're
the East Hollywood?
Yeah, the East Hollywood one. Yeah. Ask him to join. Ask him to join him. He's the vice president.
Okay, good. Are you sure?
Yeah, he's the vice president. Huh?
Colt you? Colt is...
I don't know. I forget his last name.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think they need people right now.
Excuse me, ladies.
Oops. Oops, my brightness is so low.
Slow is slow. Hi, guys.
We're here.
We're here. We're going to keep it up.
Okay, I feel like...
I want to talk to Hernandez. He ain't getting away, man.
That was really good. I'm going to show it for the world to see as well. This is... Oops, I want to do it. Hernandez? Is he going to come out? Right, this guy? He's told you. I told you. I was like, he won't leave you.
Okay, so don't forget me. I come along.
Okay. This I need.
I want one for Revis too.
Is this what we just had?
That's
Is
their agendas.
from today, right now? Okay, and this one?
Let me see.
Or is that what he's saying the schedule is?
Yeah, that's the schedule.
Okay, well, we
Yeah,
want
let's
both.
get that.
I'm going to
Yeah,
keep
we
them
can-
both. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to keep, these are mine. Yeah, and these are the public. Do you want these? Sorry, I have my schedule. That's with me. Okay. Do you want this one? Do you want one of these to keep? Yeah. This one has public comment for the Ethics Commission. Just like that? Oh, yeah. That's smart. Okay. Smart. Okay, guys, I'm picking up flyers off of the table and I'm gonna put this down, but then I also want this. I'm getting these events for Jen and anybody else who has fun children and kids. I'm actually gonna keep family movie night out. There's a bunch of fun things to do. I am going to be there. There's literally so much things. Halloween pumpkin patch. Ooh, I want the Senator, Shine LA, and pumpkin patch. Okay, guys, I got all these awesome flyers, and then I put this one down. I put this one down. Whoops, I put this one down on the table. It's going to be right here, just so everybody can see it. Okay. So they have all these community things here. And I put that one right there. What's that?
He's running for city council. He's running against Hugo.
Oh, really? That's
Yes.
good, right? Well, we need to find out. We need to do an investigation.
We have to investigate. 'Cause I don't know.
We gotta find out. Okay, I'm keeping all these. I got all this one side. That's good. This is your area. Jesse. All right. Okay, guys, I'm taking you off of the stand, and you're back in my hand. So that was the CPABs. Janet Whelan is a hardcore Scientologist. As you can see, I was zooming in on her uncomfortable covering face all the time. And then at the end, she went out this back door because she must have been so feared by her life. And then eventually came in here and then went out the side door. So that's that. Audits here. Oh my God. I'm going to show the things. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, look at all these. I just have to show this. This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
And I do get calls like from CPS and same questions like you guys are having. Well, what do we call you? I always tell them.
Yeah, I need to sit right next. I need to sit right beside her, so she literally can't move her head at all. Ah! Janet! Well, hello. Oh, look. Ah, oh my God, these guys are the scariest. Ooh. Got him. He's not part of the decorations. He does not like this. He ain't scary either. Might look scary, but he's not, guys. Promise. I gotta file some of these reports too. I forgot. Before I leave, I gotta file the evidence I have for the assaults, the Scientology assaulting the protesters. Look at these. They look like Scientologists, don't they? Uh-oh, uh-oh. This scene is inappropriate. Creepy. Okay. I'm just visiting my friends here.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's it going? I see somebody needed extra protection from the video. From video being on.
Oh, she thought you were going to yell at her or something. So.
You're on a job. Like, somebody may yell. That's like, it's so stupid.
I think you guys are very much yelling people.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't think,
you know.
She's going to get chased around. But yeah.
She needs to get her confront up. You know, they've trained her in this. She should know better. And now I'm joking.
I don't know why, if you're 81 years old, you bother even doing this stuff anymore. Why don't you just sit in your garden and...
She can't.
That's what
She
I'm gonna
can't.
do.
She really can't. She's not allowed. She's a slave. That's all there is to it. Not going to put you on camera, but she's a slave. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I lost my job and all that due to the harassment. They sent all these packets to my job. Yeah. Fucking, they're hard.
I have a briefing.
They're hard for fair gaming right now.
I have a briefing coming up with Detective Lamar. He's filling me in on everything, so our latest.
Okay, good. Yeah, yeah.
He has a couple more interviews coming up. So.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, I know. He's got me on a reading list, and movie list, and video list.
He knows it all. Okay, guys, look at this. Yeah, Janet ran out the back like a little bitch. She's like, oh, they're gonna yell at me. It's like, well, like, Janet, how are you gonna have, look at these shoes. How are you gonna have anything? Like, how is she supposed to interact with the city and be on CPAPs worried about people yelling at her? Are you stupid? Like, give me a break. Grow some fucking cojones. Cojones. This is what a body thetan looks like. These are the body thetans. More like this. This is what Janet is dealing with. Oh my God. So funny. Eat your brains. Okay, let's get back to work and see if there's anybody else. A good day, Zenu. Hello, Zenu.
You know, it's like when he says it quiets down. Quiets down because they're in the place.
So I asked the city, that's not a private street. No, it's not, it's public, but they're lying, okay, so I asked the city, they tried to, I have a question, you know, on my event I had here, and they said that, I told the city, I said, prove to me it's no parking, they cannot. They wrote to Moxon, their lawyer, and he wrote some, he gave me some like, little letter from the engineer saying, yeah, it's no parking, I'm 77. But then in 2008, they applied for a no parking. Got it for a year and a half. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I went to the city. They gotta, why, if that was, if that letter from 77 was legit, they wouldn't have to go in 2008.
Hi.
Otherwise, in 2010, auditor is not in the market. And by them lying, you guys are enforcing this stuff. And you're, I'm an advocate for the city coffers. I don't want the city being held accountable for this. And so the city said they're going to get back to the next 2 weeks. They don't know whether or not it's going to work. They're enforcing it. You enforced it a couple months ago.
We're doing our unsafe pointing. We're unsafe pointing Scientology from the LAPD and the city. And this is part of the ways that we do it. We unsafe point them from, and part of that is getting Janet Whelan off of the CPAP's board because she thinks it's okay to hide the fact the only reason she's there is literally to safe point Scientology, or to safe point the city with Scientology. Okay, good. Is Jen in another room? No, she left. She went out these doors because she told one of the detectives, they're gonna yell at me. Bye, thank you. Getting to know all the people on the CPAP board. Lara. Lara. Yep, nice to meet you.
You tell my side of the record. I know you can't. I know. Like it's not anyone's ears fault.
And she has been. So it's a little bit rough. It's going to be uncomfortable for some people, but it's not okay. It's not okay. Yeah, it's going to be awkward or uncomfortable. Yeah, but... Well, this is another one. This is the exact same. They just don't look the same way. They don't look the same way. I guarantee you that. I was born and raised. Yeah. Yes, please.
He's the new slime.
And I have yours already.
He's replacing him. He's like that.
Are you the one? Did you call me to ask me about the report about the assault, the battery with the Scientologist? No. Okay. So that's somebody else. So I have to call them back into it.
He's going to be the new senior lead judge. So he's going to go for me. I actually ended up officers changed at the time.
Yeah.
I ended up taking his spot.
It's cushier, like nicer, quieter.
Different.
It's more game stuff. Like over here.
I think that's. I'd rather have that than Scientology. Sorry.
Scientology is just a technical game.
Did
you get a hug today? Did you get a hug?
No.
She was going, but then she got scared because she thought we were going to yell at her. And I said, but it's not about that. It's like, how are you going to be anywhere having to do with Los Angeles City? Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, if I'm going to protest, it'll be maybe at a whatever. I'm not going to come to the police department.
No, she's going to try to make it look like that. It's never going to be that way. We're going to document everything.
No, you gave me a B last time.
They can always. Oh shit. Oh shit! You got a B. Your score will be up.
I'll take it, okay?
You know they say you can make a point. Okay, you can make a point. No, she's got it. I mean, seriously, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe we could discuss that in one of the meetings. I have an email from one of our one-week councilors, and he's trying to defund the LAPD. And what it says,
I ain't out there that much. I'm doing internal crap, destroying it from the inside.
Oh, where I got kicked out?
Faith and Blue. The fuck they kicked us? Well, then we got back in, but yeah.
I'm working with the sergeant.
Yeah.
I don't want to file a complaint against the two patrol officers, they don't know any better, but we're gonna have a sit-down meeting.
Hopefully.
I'm trying to get away from it. I don't want to do complaints because I'm like, they violate my rights.
It really depends how tied they are in with Scientology. And it's either you set, yeah, but they need to. That's the thing. They can't just assume something because somebody whispers something in their ear.
I'd rather educate them.
Yeah, that's better.
But you didn't see me get kicked out?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched like the very beginning.
Okay, yeah. They kicked us out. And then, Sergeant, you know Sergeant?
Hollywood or?
Yeah, Hollywood. He's good. He's solid.
Empty house now.
I've actually, you've always been respectful. I've always had a good interaction. I can't.
I can get how the safe one would work, you know what I mean, and that people being that they're right, everyone else is giving. So I appreciate that you listen and you want any other. I don't know how you feel like
Okay, audit. I have to attach I have to give my evidence for my report. Thank you.
Take care.
Be in touch.
Sorry, yeah. No, but it's okay. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Be safe, guys.
Thank you, you too. Sorry, you guys. I want to go. Should we sign off or what? Are we safe now that we know Janet is not around us?
Yeah.
She can't safe point us.
I know, I need to roll home, man. I need to get...
Okay, I'm going to file my reports and evidence. Guys, I'm going to be here for a bit. Love you. I'm going to file reports,
Okay, let me see.
evidence for past reports. But yes, thank you all for being
I
here.
missed that one, so I have a half hour.
Okay.
I go pay.
Okay, cool. Let the world know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You just
Yeah,
did.
I had to pay, guys.
Okay, bye, guys. Thank you. No more kids in this cult. Bye.
Yep.